Hi, today I want to discuss this book from Grayling, more exactly the starting point of this book. The starting point is that there is a dilemma of democracy in the sense that on one hand want to have a government which has the consent of the people, so some people legitimacy, and on the other hand, you want to have a sound and stable government. And according to Grayling, there is a tension between the two. So you may ask, why is there a tension? It is because the people, they are so stupid. The policy they want, they are also that stupid. But the elected representatives, they are so wise, so they will make good policy. So with this representative democracy, you can have a solution of this dilemma. You have this legitimacy because the representatives are elected, but you also have sound policies because they are so wise. I don't exactly know how is it that these stupid people elect the wise representative, but I guess that's the idea. You could argue that the representatives will discuss in the parliament and they will become wiser because of discussing, but you also have to be a little wise to begin with if you want to become wiser with discussion. But it is also not impossible that project coming from this discussion could be submitted to the people, and there could be a public debate, and people could also participate in this and benefit of this debate. But anyway, that's the starting point of Grayling. And you would expect that it would not be indeed a starting point, but that he will begin to prove this point, this first point. And for proving that he would consider various countries and prove the point that, as he says, that representative democracy is the best kind of democracy. To begin with, he could compare with Switzerland, which has a system of election, but also of direct democracy. So there are two components of the Swiss democracy. They elect representatives, but the people can also vote on policies. There are two kinds of instruments. There are the referendums, but it is not like the Brexit in UK. When it is very big questions, the referendums is compulsory. It is not the whim of the elected people who decides if there is a referendum or not. And for less important questions, the referendum is facultative, by which it doesn't mean that it is the politicians who decide if there is a referendum or not, because that would not be democracy. That would not be power to the people. No, when there is a facultative referendum, it means that it is the people who choose if there is a referendum or not. Concretely speaking, if there is enough citizens asking for the referendum, then there is a referendum. And referendums are just there in order to say no to a proposal of the elected representative. But there is another instrument, which is the initiative, in which any group of citizens can make a proposal. But if they get enough signatures, then during a given time period, then this proposal will be submitted to the vote of the people, and if it is accepted, then it will be accepted, or if not, then it won't go into law. Okay, so that's the system in Switzerland. So it is a system where the people have a very strong say in policies. They write the constitution, for example. The people, and only the people can write the constitution. The government or the parliament can make a proposal, but it is only a proposal, and that there is a referendum, and only if the people accept it, it will be introduced in the constitution. And the people can also use this second instrument of initiative to propose a change in the constitution. So the people in Switzerland, they vote for many things, going from the constitution, the federal constitution, to a project, so a bridge somewhere in the municipality. So it is very broad, the implication of the people in policies. So you would think that if Grayling is correct, then and if the people are that stupid, then the policies in Switzerland must have been very stupid. So the people should have chosen a very stupid policy, and the country would be in a very bad situation. But I guess it is a very hard case to make, to say that Switzerland is worse than most other countries. That's why I claim that the case of Switzerland, the Switzerland democracy, prove that the starting point of this book, is wrong. And I would be interested to know what you think about it, if you share my view that this starting point is wrong, given the experience of Switzerland, or if you think that I have missed something. So feel welcome to leave a comment downstairs, and I hope I see you in another video. Goodbye.